The Old Sugar Mill is the place where fine wine and live music do their very own meet and greet with you as their special guest. Today, we're joined by musician and Bump City Winery co-owner. We have Roger Smith, who will share his passion for music and wine and tell us about all of the upcoming events. Roger, it's great to have you on the show. And I got to say it right, Bump City Wine Company.
That's it. You know, if you want to shorten and just say Bump City is fine, you know.
Right.
It's good to be here, Des.
Yes,
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Happy to have you on, Roger. Okay, your career as a musician is just amazing, spanning from being in the house band of the legendary TV show Soul Train to working with names like Gladys Knight, Willie Nelson, to being the lead keyboardist for Tower of Power. Yeah. So how did your journey in music connect with your passion for winemaking?
Well, the journey in music was expansive. We traveled everywhere. And I've always enjoyed wine. You know, I never really had a palate. It took me a long time, palate being a taste for wine. But what really intrigued me always was, how else do I put it? What makes this fermented grape juice do what it do? No matter what it is, Cabernet, Merlot, why is it what it is? And it's always intrigued me. Even though, you know, the downfall of that, I never went and studied, but I did some research.
Research and tasting.
Yeah, you know.
And then, I mean, from a performer's perspective, and now as a winery co-owner, what do you think makes the Old Sugar Mill and experiences stand out as a unique space where wine meets live music, especially with the Concert at the Mill series?
Well, okay. I think what makes the Old Sugar Mill unique, first of all, I can't think of anywhere else in the valley that's like this, where you can go in. There are 14 wineries at your disposal. We have food trucks. You know, a couple of the wineries have their own charcuterie stuff. Now, what makes us even more different or unique is the fact that we have, well, I bring in music, live concerts, Tower of Power 3 times. We have Lydia Pinson Cold Blood coming, and et cetera, et cetera. And I think that's what does it. We have our Thirsty Thursdays, which we feature a lot of the local musicians, local artisans. So I think that really sets us apart.
Yeah. There's a lot going on. That's what it sounds like.
A lot's going on, yeah.
And then the August 14th show with Cold Blood is happening today. So what kind of energy or music experience can guests expect at this concert?
Well, you know, I'm here with you, and I should be out there actually loading equipment, but that's okay. You know, I think, you know, for those folks if you've never seen Cold Blood, Lydia Pinson Cold Blood, they've been around for a long time, just as long, almost half as long as Tower of Power.
Wow.
And it's high energy. It's R&B, soul funk with a little rock injected. And they're just a fun band. I love them. So I think the people that come out there are going to be ready. And, you know, bring your chairs, chill, get a bottle of wine, and enjoy the day.
There we go. And then now let's talk about the big one, Farm to Fork Uncorked on September 5th.
Ooh.
Give us the rundown on the event and what makes this celebration special as well.
Well, Farm to Fork, that's kind of like the beginning of the whole Valley's thing, celebrating what our Valley's famous for, food, you know, Farm to Fork. And I think being at the Old Sugar Mill and being part of Bump City and part of all this puts us in a unique situation. You know, I'm able to bring in some dear friends of mine from Minneapolis, you know, St. Paul and the Funk All-Stars. And it's going to be one hell of a show. Big tribute to Prince, because half the band is Prince's band, the other half is The Time.
Okay.
So it's going to be, you got to be there.
Okay, there's just a lot that I've been missing out on. And then tell us a bit about Bump City Winery, Bump City, like you said, and how your background in music influences kind of these wines that you brought in today.
Wow, that's a good question. Well, Bump City, for those of you who don't know, that was the second record of Tower of Powers. It's just called Bump City. It's cool as heck. Had some great tunes in there. Still a young man, and yada, yada, yada. Now, when we decided to do this, you know, when I decided to put this together, I opted to call my company Bump City. First thinking that there was going to be a little problem with that, you know. But the guys in the band were cool. Emilio, Doc said, yeah, go ahead, no problem. Thank you. Thus, Bump City Wine Company.
Just like that.
Yep.
Okay, and we were talking a little bit, some popular ones here. Which one would you say is kind of some of the standout wines that you have?
Standouts are Bump City Red.
Yes.
and our Chardonnay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, our Bump City Red is our flagship. We started off with that with a blend of Cabernet, Merlot, and I think we had a little bit of Zinfandel.
Yeah.
That was our 2012 blend, if I'm not mistaken. And our Chardonnay was Carneros, which is known to have premier grapes. And that one, from that day up until today, has been one of our stellar award-winning Chardonnays.
Okay, I'm gonna have to come down to Bump City and try that one.
Yes, you do.
It sounds like you make that one sing.
You love it.
All right,
Yeah.
Roger, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate you being here.
That's a guess. Thank you for having me.
Of course. I'm going to let our viewers know where they can go for more info. You can enjoy music, wine, and a great time at the Old Sugar Mill. For more information, visit oldsugarmill.com.